Hey Board Game Maniacs, Maniac Rob here with the other two Maniacs, Maggot Beard, which is minus the beard, and Shane, aka Shane, which is always going to be aka Shane. If you think of another name for Shane besides aka Shane, comment down below and let us know. And if you want to change Maggot Beard's name, by all means, comment down below and tell us, you know, like, what should we call Maggot Beard?
Well, let's give you a name too.
I'm Maniac Rob. I've always been Maniac Rob.
We get new names, you get new names.
No, okay, so make up some names for all three of us and comment down below. In any case, as if you didn't tell from the title of the video, we are playing Zombicide Green Horde again. This is Quest 10. It is in the Friends and Foe.
Friends and Foes expansion pack, yes.
Friends and Foe expansion pack. So whoever jumped onto Kickstarter and funded for everything, you will have this expansion too as well. If not, you're going to either have to wait till it comes out in stores, if they're going to put it in stores, or this is just going to be a specialty box. We're going to be using a lot of different things. We got hedges, we got doors, we got different types of zombies. We even got like the plastic, what's that?
Bag full of abominations.
Oh yes, tons and tons of abominations.
The plastic tokens.
Yeah, like it's just full out Kickstarter that was put into this. So if you don't have the Kickstarter, the full, I don't know what you call it, the full box or the full expansions, and you're wondering what's involved into it, stick around and watch the video and you'll see exactly what's into it. Now, there's two dragons that are in this scenario. We don't have the two dragons. I can't find the other one. So we're going to use...
We're just going to use the feral dragon for both spawn cards.
Yeah, so just when you see that, just remember, the feral dragon is going to be used for both spawn cards.
Even though the necromantic dragon is far cooler looking.
It's so much bigger.
It is.
I know, like it's incredible. But in any case, have a seat. Get ready to fight some zombies with us while we go and play Quest 10 from Zombicide Green Horde. Bam! Here you have the board set up for Quest 10, Unfair Trades. And again, this is for the Friends and Foes expansion. And if anybody's wondering, if they got that wondering what Quest 10 is on, I think it's on page 22.
Yes.
22 in the book.
It spans over 22 and 23.
Yes. And you can see we have all the fancy hedges all set up. And we're using the 3D doors and the 3D tokens too as well. You can see the trebuchet, not the trebuchet.
Ballista.
The ballista right there, yes. And it's all set up and you can see there's cards underneath some of the X's. Now, Shane, do you want to go over what the objective is of this game?
The objective of this is to collect all of the X's. When you get an X, you flip it over. If it's red on both sides, that red spawn point over there gets a spawn. Once you've collected the X, if you want to do a search in the room, you can get the vault card that's in the rooms with the vault cards. After you've collected all of the objectives, you get to build this trebuchet. Then you have to use this trebuchet to destroy all the spawn locations in order to win the game. I also want to point out that the ballista is not on the map, but the way the ballista rules work, the way I read it, was for every dragon type you have in your stack of spawn cards, you can add a ballista. So we have both dragon types in there, so we can add 2 ballistas. You're supposed to add it on your starting zone, but that would just make it far too cramped, so I usually just pick some other random zone on the
So we're house ruling it slightly for that.
Slightly for that, yes.
All right. So what we'll do then is I'm going to cut the camera and we'll go in and we'll look at all the characters in detail, who's using what, and then from there we'll start the carnage. First we're going to take a look at what characters Lance is using. So Lance, what about this guy?
I got Tola. He's stretch goal. Actually, I got the North Sword with him for a starting item. He does +1 damage melee for starting, and he's got some cool ones for like orange net, barbarian, bloodlust melee. As you get to red, you get the +1 die combat, or +1 free melee action, or shove.
Yeah, shove is pretty interesting because we did that one other game. Now, talk about your second character.
This is Silas. He's an upgrade, pretty much.
He's from the original Black Plague, but they upgraded him, so it's a separate purchase.
Through Kickstarter, there was a Ultimate Survivor package, which had all of the Black Plague survivors with updated stats.
Yes. So, what's his abilities there, Lance?
His abilities are, in his blue first, he's got the +1 max range, and he's also have +1 to die roll ranged.
So he has a double first, or
Yes.
in blue. That's really cool.
Yes.
And his stats do go up there.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Lance.
And you get the orange, you get choose in between either +1 free ranged action or marksman. Or when you get the red, you can take +1 free combat action or iron rain, or roll 6 +1 die ranged.
Iron Rain is the obvious choice there.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. If you're not sure of any of these, I think you can check them out on Cool Mini or Not's website, coolminiornot.com. I think that's the website there. cmon.com is another thing too as well. Anyhow, we'll go on to Shane and look at his characters and what he has chosen. Tell us a little bit about your character starting here, Shane.
Well, I'm going to start with this princess. I call her Wonder Woman because she's a blatant Wonder Woman ripoff.
She does look like Wonder Woman.
In my opinion, she is very essential to any campaign for the fact that she starts with super strength. Super strength basically makes any melee weapon a 3 damage weapon, and anybody that has the Horde box that got off Kickstarter will realize that there's a lot of abominations, and 3 damage weapons are hard to come by in this game, so I think she's very important. She does build up to some other nice stats, but nothing beats her first stat, in my opinion.
No, obviously not. And your next character?
This is Zanzibar. He's a stretch goal as well as the Wonder Woman there. He starts off with Spellbook and Spellcaster, super handy. And he builds up to Mana Rain, which is very similar to the Iron Rain or Barbarian, whereas you get to roll as many dice as there are enemies in the zone you're attacking. So definitely some overpowered stats on these guys.
Pretty much what Lance and I are going to do is if you hit the Mana Rain, Mana Rain. If you hit that first and there's a ton of zombies, like 60 zombies on the board, we're going to push you into the little...
Oh, yeah, no, put me in range of that, and I get that many dice. We've done it before on boards where zombies were stuck behind a door for the whole game, and there was 60-some zombies behind there. And that was before the new rules where zombies can bash open doors. So they just stayed there till we opened the door, and it was insane.
Yes. So let's go over my characters next. For my characters, I have Morgan and Fnarton. So Morgan is here, Fnarton is there. So a little bit about Morgan. He starts off with Reaper combat, and he can go all the way up to like Bloodlust combat, which is really cool. And his starter item is a hammer. And you can see here it has a power strength of 2, so that may help us out a little bit. And just quickly about Fnarton. With him, he is a giant, obviously. His starting weapon is going to be a short sword, and he has a throw ability, which is really cool. I'm not going to get into detail about the throw. You will definitely see it while we're playing this. Pretty much he can throw a zombie or a hero, and that's all I'm saying about that for now. You're gonna really enjoy this. And he also has, which is Battle Rage, so that definitely is going to help out. The minis for all of this are very well sculpted, just like all other Cool Mini or Not games. Really great job. And we got the board set up. Shane went over the scenario and what we're supposed to do, so let's get on with killing some zombies, shall we? Hopefully this guy won't come on the board till later on. This is the Feral Dragon. And just a reminder, we are using both types of dragons in this, but we can't find the other dragon miniature, so we are just going to use the Feral Dragon. Yeah, look at the scale. So Morgan, he's kind of small, but you know, he's average size for mini, I guess. So you can see, and the other dragon is probably about this much higher.
Higher than that.
Yeah, higher than that. It's both there, and then plus the wings.
Yeah, so he's a pretty impressive dragon. Really crazy, but let's start playing the game. What we did, even though I couldn't find the necromantic dragon because he's probably flying around somewhere, we're going to proxy him by using this dragon here because he looks like he's all necromancy kind of style. This dragon is from a game from Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons. It's the Adventure System board game. So why not use him? So we'll use him as the other dragon. And that is the dragon. So on with the carnage. Like I said before, I want to just kill some zombies. This is where the characters start for quest 10. Now in here, but there's obviously not enough room for all these characters to be hiding in that hedge. And the first player goes to Lance. So Lance, it's your turn.
The first one is going to be Silas. I'm going to go to that door. even though I can't open the door with this guy. And that's pretty much going to be my move with him.
And you can't search because it's out in the open.
It's outdoors, yeah.
So you're done with Silas?
Yes.
Now, one thing I forgot to mention too as well is we are actually playing with 2 characters each, which you've seen from the introduction to characters. That's just because from playing it off camera in other games, you notice if you have the character count low, it makes the game a lot more difficult.
Well, it says right here 6+ survivors.
Well, yeah, for this scenario, for sure.
Right. So with 3 players, 6 survivors, it still makes it what it says.
Yeah, so we are following in the book, but even other games that we played off camera, we did add more survivors because it was a little bit more hard, not a little bit, a lot more difficult when we had just like 3 characters or 3 survivors. So anyhow, go ahead, Lance. Sorry, just had to say that.
Okay, so that's the end of Silas's turn. He's going to move 2. Tola, he's going to move 2 spaces, and then
Well, 1 space, because we're technically...
Oh yeah, 1 space, okay. And then he's going to attempt to open the door.
All right, you have something to open the door?
Yeah, 1 dice with my North Sword, and I got to roll a 4+ to get it open.
All right.
That's 3.
One more action.
That's 2, so I didn't even open it.
No, didn't open it. So you're just hanging out there waiting for somebody to open the door so we can go in and try to do some killing.
Yes.
Next, it's my turn with the giant, Frerin, or whatever. I'm just calling him the giant. Fernarton. Yeah, I'm calling him Mr. Green. The Jolly Green Giant, yeah. So he moved up and he's going to try to open the door because he has a short sword. Now roll 1 dice and I get a 4+ to successfully open it. Let's do this. 3. That was 2 actions. 1 action left. Come on, open the door. 5. It is open. Look at that. Booyah. So the door is open. Now one thing I want to mention too as well is if you've seen the other Zombicide Green Horde game that we played, as well as this one, we're not going to be using noise tokens. You can do it, but again, we're house ruling it. We're just kind of like Shane said, and he pointed to his head.
We just keep a mental track of where all the noise is coming from. It's a huge pain to put noise tokens out, then pick them all back up, and then it's easier to keep track in your head.
Yeah, so we're just going to use the mental noise tokens because we're maniacs and we're mental, so it kind of suits us a little better. So that is it for the Jolly Green Giant's turn. He busted the door open, and I guess we're going to have to try to spawn zombies in that area, or is it just go in?
You spawn the door open, same as regular, so...
Alright, so stand by for zombie spawn. On the giant spawn, 3 wolves. So it all of us automatically, this is starting to just get horrible. Because the wolves are kind of treated like runners, but I think they got an extra action.
Yeah,
that's
3
right.
actions. They're one of the more dangerous of the potential things that could have spawned in there.
Yeah, you have to really plan with these guys.
I would rather got Abomination at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to go on to Morgenstern. Now, he don't have a ranged weapon. He only has his hammer. But there's still 2 more characters to activate after Morgan. So I'm thinking Morgan is just going to try to go in and start hammering at the wolves.
He'll get 1 action, but then my guys will each get an action. So as long as we each get 1, we'll survive.
So I think that's what Morgan's going to do.
2 actions.
Morgan also has Reapers, so...
Yes, Morgan also has Reapers.
That's right.
You would get 2 if you get a hit. So.
That's right. So, and it's 1 dice and it's a +4 or 4+. It's a power of 2. So let's go. He's using his Reaper and his hammer. And it's a 5! He got it! Yeah.
That's 2 kills.
That's right. So I go up 2 points for that. On the Shane's turn. Who are you activating, Shane?
I gotta go Zanzibar. He's next in line here. So he's gonna pop up. He's not gonna go right in. He's got range, so he'll just attack that wolf with a TK blast. It's same as everybody else's. 1 dice, 4+. And I got a 6, so
nice.
That nailed him a kill. And that was 2 actions.
2 actions.
So his 3rd action, he's gonna go in here. And then for the princess, she's just gonna go in and pick this X up.
Now, what is the stipulation into this quest for the X when you pick them up again?
If I flip this X over and it's red on both sides, which it is, we have to spawn something at the red spawn zone. But I get 5 XP. So.
Yes, and there's going to be more zombies on the board moving in. So the red spawn zone, where is that located at on the board? So right there, you can't really see it on camera?
There we go. The hedges are nice, but they hide everything.
Yes. One good thing about the giant too as well is he's tall enough that he can just walk over the hedges and he can see over the hedges.
He can see over the hedges. Anybody else goes through a hedge and nobody has line of sight on the other side, you have to roll on the chance that there might be a zombie sitting over there. The zombie or the giant does not have to do that.
No, and or another thing we're house ruling, just so we say it now, so if anybody's watching and comment you're not playing it right, is that because he's a giant, when it comes into the water zones, it's not going to take him 2 actions to move per zone in the water zone. He's a giant, it's only going to be up to his ankles, it's not going to slow him down in any way. But again, this is a house rule, it is not in the rule book for doing
It
this.
should be. Though.
No, but it's common sense. It's common sense, really. He's a giant. I'm pretty sure a little bit of deep water at his, even if it's at his thigh, isn't going to slow him down.
No, he's a big giant.
Yes.
So we're all agreeing onto that the giant is, we're house ruling it. Now, if we do come across any other house rules that I forgot to mention, we will certainly mention. But if we make any rules mistakes, by all means, include the page number in the comment and say you did this when you should have done that. Even put a timestamp on it if you can. Now, one of the other games we played, the Green Horde, the first one, somebody did actually made a comment and put a timestamp onto it and said about going in to do a melee attack that you don't have to use target priority, and they actually gave a page number to that too as well. So again, that's really good when the viewers will comment, give a timestamp, give a page number and say you did this but you should have done that, because it's educating all of us here at Board Game Maniacs, so when we play the game again, it's something else that we learned and we know. For picking up the X and the spawn, we spawned 3 Deadeye Walkers that you can see over there hiding behind the hedge. So Deadeye Walkers, they have a range.
Range of 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were also an alternate purchase on the Kickstarter fund as well.
That's right. And if
They're not
you
exclusive.
are in their line of sight in the range 3, they can whack you, which is not a good thing. So we got to watch out for that. And you can see all of our heroes have been deployed,
Yes.
and we're in the zone. We picked up one of the X's, what was a double red, so we're on to the
Zombie spawning.
zombie spawn, that's right.
So-
I'll be back when the zombies spawn. We did all the zombie spawn. Now, you notice on the board that I showed previously that there's only one spawn zone right now, and because of that you only pick for one. We're in the blue, so the Deadeye Walkers moved up 1 space. And the next one was a double spawn point card, so we pulled another spawn card, and it was a Necromancer,
Necromantic dragon.
Necromantic dragon. You can see there.
Because we're in blue,
Right.
he doesn't spawn.
No, so we lucked out there. So we are actually in some pretty good shape. This is only the start of the game, I know, but who knows? Now we see there's a blue spawn point right there. I'm going to zoom in. So Shane, what's the blue spawn point for again?
As we're hunting down the objectives, one of them is blue on the opposite side. When we find it, it activates the blue spawn zone.
Excellent. So just more havoc to deal with.
Pretty much.
Oh boy. All right, so let's go on. So Lance, it is your turn again.
Yes. I'm gonna pass this over.
I just want to look at the. This is our first player token. It is from the D&D. It's an old token that Shane has.
the Orc of
from
Bane.
old collectibles. Yeah, it's the Orc of Bane, or Bane of something.
Yeah, it's the, I don't know, it doesn't say it on here.
It's a lot easier to tell who has the marker
Aspect
than a little
of
flat. Yeah, aspect of Bane. Yeah, it's a lot easier to tell who is going to be zombies than just a little round token in front
And it
of
looks
him.
better than the token.
Yeah, he does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
And plus this, as you can see with the game board, it's all turning to like a tabletop game, which is all 3-dimensional for everything, which makes the game a little more visually pleasing. Anyhow, so let's go on with Lance. All right, Lance, who are you activating?
It's Tola's turn, so he's gonna move 1 space for his first action into the building. And he's gonna do a search.
Alright, and for a search, you found a longbow.
Ew.
Ooh, what's the stats on that longbow there?
1 to 3 range, 1 die, then you gotta get a 3+ to hit, and 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
That might be nice
So-
on Silas.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to get in the same square as Silas there and do a trade with him.
Well, if we move into his space now, he can start his turn when he has it.
Yeah,
Straight
exactly.
with you.
Yeah, or just keep right there, because then he's gonna come over there.
Yeah, so that was 2 actions with Tola.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do for your third
Your
one?
third
Just
action,
gonna
I
stay
would
there?
move out.
Yeah, I'll move out with him.
It's getting pretty crowded.
Back out there.
Whew, that's good. Nobody
not-
fart in that room because, when it's crowded like that, it can just
Why do you
devastate
think I
us.
left him?
Well, Fanarton's coming in now.
Oh, yeah,
It sounds
Fanarton.
like farting, so.
Farting for nothing and he's green. So, It is on to my turn with the giant. I'm going to move into the room and I'm also going to do a search too as well. That's going to be 2 of the 3 actions.
Alright, you have found yourself a mace. It's a decent little 2 damage weapon.
Ooh, that's not bad. Power of 2, that's right. 3 plus and it's 1 die. I'll certainly take that, thank you very much.
That's my
And Fartin, Jolly Green Giant is going to move out for his 3rd action.
good old Fartin.
Yeah, and Morgan, he's already in the room, so he's going to do a search too as well. So
Alright.
it'll reveal.
You found yourself Power Wave spell. Now keep in mind, if you don't want that, my wizard is in your room.
That's right.
Just throwing that out
does
there.
does the wizard have something to trade for?
No, we started. None of us have anything.
Well, maybe if the
But
wizard does a search and
if I
finds something
find
good.
something, yeah, maybe we could work something out.
Are you going to stay in the room? Because if you're going to stay in the room, I'll stay in the room until you search and we'll find out what happens.
Well, I'm just going to search and run out with everybody else. There's no sense hanging out the whole
Yeah,
room.
alright, so,
Might as well move
yeah,
out.
he's gonna move out too as well then. And he still has one more action because he did a searching move. I'm gonna have to move somewhere else too as well. I think I'm gonna have to go over the hedge for my 3rd action, just to start moving out, so we're not all kind of just crammed in there, because we do have to make it up the board. Actually, no, I'm not moving with him because I have to wait and see what you get.
Yes,
we talked
we
about it,
might
but
be
that's
doing a
right.
trade, yes.
See, I have a great memory, it's just really short, like 10 seconds short.
Yeah, look
So
at
that ends that ends Morgan's turn and we're on to Shane's turn.
Alright.
Alright Shane, your turn, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to take my wizard and do a search and see what I get. I got myself a shield.
Nice.
Which I am more than willing to trade with you for that spell. That will enhance my other spell as well, so.
Yeah, I'll be happy to trade that with you.
Alright, so that's my 1 action, my 2nd action to move out with you, and then we're gonna make a trade. I'll take the power wave for a shield.
There you go, you can take that, I'll take the shield.
That works out well for me.
See, this is what happens when you cooperate. Just like in the Hero Quest from Retroactive, Shane and I are really succeeding in this, beating this guy over here. I'm crushing, got hit. Crush, 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 crush. Okay, princess.
Alright, for the princess, I'm gonna do a search. And I got Death Gale. It's another spell.
Nice.
So I'm gonna hop out here and make room for myself. And then I'm just gonna give this to my wizard here. And I think I'm gonna equip that. I'll equip that right here.
Your Quizzard?
Yeah. Because he's got spell book, so I can cast all these spells from my backpack if I wanted to anyway.
Very good. And I think it's going to be the zombie's turn now, is it? Or is it not?
Nope, it is the archer's turn.
Oh, yes.
Silas.
That's right.
So, well, first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna do a trade with Tola, and he's gonna take the longbow, which goes right up over here. That was his 1st action. 2nd action, he's gonna come jump over the hedge. Now, normally you would have to roll when you jump the hedge, but because Fnarton's there, he's got sight, so.
So, even when Fnarton's there and he can see over the hedge, you don't have to do the line of sight to roll. Because originally, if we weren't using him, or if he was off on the board somewhere else, when you cross over a hedge, you have to roll a d6, and on a 1, a zombie appears there that you're going to have to spawn from the zombie spawn cards.
That is correct.
Alright, so that is the end of the bow.
Yes.
Bow guy. What's his name again?
Silas.
Silas. That sounds like a bow name.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Sounds
Yeah.
like an elf.
But now it's the zombie's turn. So
Yes.
let's see what we get.
Alright, well, those
We'll be
dead-
back
dead
with the
eyes are
spawning.
gonna-
Actually, I'm going to record this. Why not?
Yeah, dead eyes will move.
Dead eyes will move up, and then we'll pick a card here. And just one standard runner.
That's
That's
it?
it.
And because there's only the one spawn zone right now and nobody picked up any other double-sided red X's.
That's it. That's all that's coming out.
So, see, this is what's worrying me though, because
It looks easy.
it seems very simple right now, but as all of us know from playing other Zombicide games, the simpler it is at first, the more difficult it ends up being, because a lot of havoc will happen.
The thing is, though, once one of us start getting in the yellow, then that's when it's really gonna come apart.
Well, yeah. After all this is a bag of abominations, and for each one of these, there's like 4 of their spawn cards in those cards, and they all start spawning in yellow.
And abominations need a power of 3 weapon, which
And-
your
and-
character comes in handy.
Right, and they all
Even
have
my
their own
guy,
special
too.
abilities as well. Some of them are insane.
Even Tolon, he's already got 3 damage weapons.
Oh, so I'm the...
Just you.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm happy staying behind and maybe manning the Trebuchet. Oh, Trebuchet's not on there
We
yet.
have to build a trebuchet.
Yeah. But I don't know, I can still stay behind and shoot some stuff with it, or, you know.
Oh, you can kill everything except for Abomination still. You're not
Yeah.
useless, don't worry.
Oh boy. Okay, anyhow, we're back on to the heroes. I'm not going to record all the moves. When something substantial happens, then I'll be back. On our hero's turn, we kind of decided to split up into 2 groups because there's a power 3 weapon here, there's a power 3 weapon there. We can open doors and they can open doors this way, and we're on to the, and we spawned and nothing happened in that one single spawn point. I'm kind of wishing we don't get into the yellow, but we're gonna have to anyhow. It's on to Morgan's turn. He rolled to successfully use his hammer to open up that door, and he did. So now we have to spawn some zombies in there.
Absolutely nothing, because we're not in yellow yet. But look what it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been another zombie. A dragon. The feral dragon. Thank God for that. Alright, so...
3 more rooms.
Yeah, 3 more rooms. We gotta
There's
spawn
3 more
them.
rooms. Okay. Well, let's see what else is in there. So we would have said that one was there.
Yep.
So we'll go for the X. 1 standard walker.
Oh, so we got something into the zone coming there anyhow.
In that far room over here, it's gonna get nothing.
It's only one walker.
Would have been the zombie giant, which is an abomination.
Abomination.
But we're not
Yeah.
yet, so he doesn't come.
Alright.
So we're
So,
lucky.
how does the Jolly Green get through the door? Because you can see the difference in the height. Like, he's gonna have to shimmy and do everything.
There's no door.
Yeah, so that was 3 rooms. That's not a room.
But it technically is, but there's no doors, so.
There's
Yeah.
grass, man. It's outside.
Or gravel or something.
I
Anyhow,
can't see those hedges in there.
we're gonna agree that it's only 3 rooms. That's perfectly fine. And that is the end of Morgan's turn.
No, more.
Shane just pointed out that Morgan only opened the door, so he has 2 more actions. So Morgan's going to go in the room, and he's going to try to hit the dragon. I got dragon on my brain. Hit the standard zombie walker with his hammer, and he uses 1 dice, and he's going to get a 4+. And I get a 5. He's gone, and he goes up another experience point. That is good. So that is the 3rd action for Morgan, isn't it?
Yes.
So it is done with Morgan, and we're on to Shane's turn.
I'm Zanzibar. I'm over here. I've got this TK blast that can open up doors I can see, but there's a hedge in the way, so I can't open that door. So he's just going to stand there and do nothing.
He's not going to move or anything?
There's no point. I want to go through that door with these guys. I can't really go anywhere else, so I might as well just stand there and wait for somebody else to open the door.
True. And it's on to Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman's turn. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm going to go in that room, and I'm going to get this X for my 2nd action, and then I'm going to loot this vault weapon as my 3rd action.
Oh, you don't automatically get the, when you loot the axe, you don't get the vault weapon?
It's in here. It's treated as a separate objective.
Oh. Well then. Oh boy.
Yes, the vault weapon cards may be taken like objective tokens.
Okay, so it does count as an extra action to
Yeah.
pick it up.
So,
And what vault weapon did you get?
hold on,
oh, it's a
X was
double?
another red. So we need to spawn over there.
And we're still in the blue, so hopefully
Oh, no,
nothing.
we're in yellow now.
Yellow now.
What?
We're in yellow.
Uh-oh.
Okay. This is assemble the Horde. So over here is going to be 4 orc runners and 1 for the Horde.
4 runners right away.
4 orc runners, 1 for the Horde.
And everybody knows how much I love runners. Awesome.
Alright.
What you got for your vault weapon there, Shane?
I got myself a dwarven axe. 6 dice, 5+,
Ooh.
1 damage. Doesn't sound that great. If I roll a 6, for every 6 I roll, it gets +1 damage. It doesn't matter for the princess. Every melee weapon she has equipped is 3 damage anyway. But the 6 dice will be nice.
The giant would probably like to use that.
Probably. What's he got for me?
Hint. He's got a mace
Yeah, no, I don't really care about the mace.
or a short sword.
If anything, honestly, I would have the short sword first. Only because that would give me 2 dice because I could pair them.
Yeah.
Versus 6 dice though. I don't know.
Well, think about it anyhow.
Yeah, I'll contemplate it.
And that was Wonder Woman's turn.
Yes, all 3 of her actions are done.
Okay, so we are on to Silas.
Who's also standing in front of her.
Can't do absolutely nothing because he can't open doors. All he got is bows.
Oh.
So
We definitely split this group of 3 up wrong.
Yeah, I think we did too as well. That may turn around and bite us in the butt.
It's gonna go to Tolo's turn. Tolo can actually open the door. And he doesn't need line of sight or whatever. Like,
Yeah, he can
he
just
can
hack
go
away
through
with it with
the
the
door.
sword.
Yeah. So he's gonna try to open that door. And he got the door open.
Nice.
So he's gonna do that.
And then we spawn in there.
It's so much nicer playing with the 3D elements in this game, because when we started playing Zombicide, like way back when, on the channel, we all talked about how nice it would be to actually have like 3D elements and playing the game. And lo and behold, for Black Plague, Green Horde I should say, they're 3D elements now. And it
Well,
just...
the 3D doors have been out for a long time. They were available for Black Plague when it came out, I believe.
I can't remember if they were actually. You know,
I think they were an
there
optional
was
buy.
you could bu- you,
I think
yeah
they
you
were
could
an
purchase
optional
them separately. I do remember now. That's right. But it kind of got that feel like we were talking about of Hero Quest
It does definitely. All we need is furniture.
and torture racks and everything.
We can
Fireplaces.
pull those out and put them in. It's-
Yeah, we certainly could do that, and then just add a little more element. You may see a game at some point, everybody,
Where we mix them together.
where we mix everything together and make up some custom rules for it. That would be intense and interesting.
Well, this is the card for that room that we just opened.
What is it?
It's 2 standard walkers.
Oh, that's easy.
Nothing big, really.
And that's in the yellow?
Yeah.
What? 2 standard walkers. Now, how does walkers or zombies move for hedges? Can they move over hedges, or are they kind of
Zombies
just
most definitely will go through a hedge.
so they don't have to roll it, or and
They don't
they're
have.
just-
What are they gonna roll to see if there's extra hero on the other side?
Yeah, well, there's
No.
3 of them.
No, they
So
just
right there.
they just walk through. They'll be in for a surprise when they walk into there.
Yeah, but zombies are brainless anyhow, and they just will. Yeah.
You realize you have to roll when you go through that hedge.
Yeah.
'Cause
There's
you
no
can't
line of
see
sight.
Whatever. So, that was Tolo's first action. He's gonna move in for his second action, and then, guys, there's a hedge there. I have to roll the dice, make sure there's no extras on it. Which, I got a 2, so I'm good.
Yeah, you're safe. Now, the reason why Lance had a roll for this is, again, the giant was nowhere near him for line of sight, so he couldn't see over the hedge that far away, because you can see the giant is over here.
Yes.
So your third action there, Lance?
Well, third action, I guess I'll try to kill one of those walkers. See what happens. Oh, look!
You got 1 now.
So you went in knowing you could only kill one of them.
And I didn't kill none of them.
And how
What are you,
many are
like
in the
some stupid
room?
ogre?
Yeah.
There's 2.
There's 2 in the room.
There's
He
2
went
walkers
in knowing he could only potentially kill one of them.
Yeah.
And there could have been 3.
Oh, well.
Now,
That seems like a typical orc thing to do.
the last hero to activate before the zombie turn is the giant, and he's nowhere near Tola.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you may
Tolo's
just.
gonna take 2 bites.
For sure, yeah.
That's not good though, because we need all our heroes for this mission.
We do. We do.
Oh, this is horrible. And now onto the giant. On the giant's turn, he went in the room, he searched, got plenty of arrows, and then stepped back out again. Now it's a zombie spawn point. And as we feared, the zombies are going to each take a bite out of Lance.
Good
Tola.
thing they weren't orcs.
Oh,
Otherwise, it would have been 2 damage each and he would have been dead. But they're just standard walkers, so I only get 1 from each.
So you
2 damage, I
2
take.
damage.
Yeah, he's got this.
Well, if we find anything to heal you, we're gonna have to try to heal you.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, there's 1 healing spell in the whole deck, so good luck.
yeah, that's a pretty big deck.
We'll try. All right, so now we have to move the zombies, the Deadeye walkers there, and then we got to spawn, and we're in the yellow. Oh, the runners I forgot are there. Oh, I hate those runners so bad. Ah! Okay, let's do the spawning.
I love how there's only 1 spot.
1 spot, so it's gonna get 3 wolves.
We killed 3 and they come back.
Already got him out at least. There we go. Oh,
Awesome. And I think that's it for the zombie spawn.
That's it.
That's it.
Blue's not active yet.
We'll be back if anything else happens that's going to be major or minor or something that we want to turn the camera on. On Shane's hero activation, he was over there and he moved and he crossed over the hedge and he had to roll D6, and he rolled a 1. You can tell there's a zombie.
Although I just realized something. Your giant is down there, and his line of sight traces to over here. So that wouldn't have spawned. I wouldn't have had to roll.
Because he is...
It's his line of sight. His line of sight works like X's. He doesn't see anything diagonal, but he sees the X wherever he is. So he sees everything down this path and everything down this path. So I wouldn't have had to roll.
I hope that's the way, but we should just double check it in the rule book, because that would make it better, because I don't want any other hero to take any hits.
That's the way line of sight works. If it was, like, if I went through this hedge over here or something, he wouldn't see that. He sees in just the X. I looked it up once before.
No, well, if it's not that, but like you said, you looked it up. If it wasn't, we're house rolling it.
Yeah, somebody comment if they want.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm happy with agreeing with that, because I don't want any other hero to take other attacks.
Things like that. The forums are just blowing up on Fenarden on how overpowered he is because of things like that.
Fenarden is overpowered?
Yes.
It's because he's green, isn't it?
Probably.
It is a giant.
Like, realistically, we have assembled the dream team of characters, in my opinion.
When I do paint the giant, I'm thinking he's going to be green.
You keep him green?
Yeah, he's going to be like the Hulk. But we have a
beard.
Fenarden on our team. We got aliens. Yeah, we got a Fenarden. That's what it's going to be. On with the show. On the hero's turn, what was your character name that just... Tola. He went in, there were zombies there, and for his actions, he actually killed the 2 zombies. That was only 2 actions, which brought you up in the yellow.
Yes.
And because you're in the yellow, there's
well, he didn't
X
get brought
there.
to the yellow until he got the X.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he used his third action to get
he
the
picked up
X,
the
which
X.
puts him in the yellow.
And what was
it's
the
blue.
X?
It is blue. So now this blue spawn point is activated.
So there's 2 spawns on the board now.
Yes.
And we're in the yellow. Because we're in the yellow from
And it gave
Shane.
me an extra action, so now I'm also going to pick up that Volt weapon that's in there.
Oh, I didn't even see it. See it on this angle, the hedge is hiding it.
Yeah.
These hedges are very effective for hiding things.
You got the grappling lance. Very fitting for a guy named Lance.
Yep. Lance. Lance.
It's not that great a weapon, but he can use it to push a zombie into the next zone. It's like shove, but
It's a
only
2
one.
damage weapon,
Yeah.
which with my guy, it makes it a 3 damage weapon.
Nice. So you're going to be able to kill some abominations with
Well, it
that.
says once per round may prevent 1 zombie at range 0 to 1 from activating.
Very good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Nobody died yet, and we got another X added to what we picked up. So we're getting close, and we're getting there, and hopefully we'll get a little bit further.
Still need 4 more X's to build this.
Yep, that's right. Once we get the 4 X's, it's the trebuchet that gets on the board.
And then a couple actions with that, and boom, we win.
Yeah, it sounds easy, but the problem is when it sounds easy, it's going to be really hard.
We're in yellow now, so abominations are going to start.
Yeah,
coming.
and the dragons too as well.
The dragons?
yeah.
Not that bad.
Oh,
Honestly.
well,
They can be.
they can be. I
We
don't
actually
want to
lost
see
a
the
quest
dragons.
the other day because when a dragon spawns, it spawns in the center of whatever tile it spawned on, and there just happened to be an objective in that spot, and it destroys everything in that spot,
Yep.
which it destroyed the objective we needed, so therefore we couldn't win.
So the game was lost because of the
Because
dragon.
spawn.
See, that's where this game gets really difficult, but I do like the extra difficulty rating for this, because if you're like us, and how many times have we played Zombicide?
I can't even count, man.
Yeah, a lot. And because of that, we played it so much, this is definitely very refreshing because the rules are a lot more intense. It's more, the difficulty is kind of brought up past a scale of 5.
Yeah, no, as soon as orcs came in and
Yeah.
double the damage of everything else, basically, that made life so much harder. Not to mention in Black Plate, a 3 damage weapon is hard to come by.
It is.
You can't just draw a 3 damage weapon. I don't even think there is a 3 damage weapon that you can. It's Dragon Biles, really.
Yeah, that kind of brings me to the next part of my thought process is, Cool Mini or Not has launched another Zombicide campaign just after this one finished, and it was zombies
Invader.
in space.
Yeah, Invader, Zombicide Invader.
Yeah, and I think you kind of jumped into it, right?
I got that, and I got their Black Ops expansion. Pretty much everything they offered for it, I ordered.
And because this here, the skill level kind of got raised up a whole new bar playing this. I'm going to be interesting to see how the other Zombicide, if they even increase the skill level more.
I don't know, they definitely changed it up a little bit. Like all doors start open and you can close them. And then there's airlocks, and you have to have an air supply to go outside. And a lot of weapons don't work outside because you're in the vacuum of space. It's definitely going to be different. And with the Black Ops, it's a whole separate level. Like, it starts off, you're on the surface of the planet, and then in Black Ops, you're down below. So darkness matters. So you'll probably have to get things like flashlights and stuff in order to be able to see. So it's definitely going to be interesting.
I'll be excited when that comes out. I didn't jump onto it, but Shane did. Did you do any Kickstarter for that one, Lance?
No, I just come here and play your games.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. We buy all the games and he just plays
Between the
them.
two of us, we have a lot of games that we can play, and it keeps the Board Game Maniacs fed and happy, because if we don't have games, we turn into more of a maniac.
We turn normal. What are you saying?
Well, yeah, true, normal. And this
Who wants to be normal?
Yeah, like look at the eyes on this guy. You want him to be normal? You want him to look normal like that? I don't think so. So please, if you have any board game suggestions, let us know on the channel. If you want to donate any board games to us to play, please, by all means, go ahead and donate them just to stop this guy. That's right, because you don't want to see him when he's got nothing to do on a Wednesday or Saturday night, because it gets very scary.
Or any other night during the week when he's at my house playing games.
Yeah, true. So please help us out. And on with the show. We're on to the zombie movement and spawning. You can see all the zombies have moved. So they're in this area here, and then we're on to the spawn. Remember, we have two spawn zones. We have the one where all the orcs are, the orc runners, the blue one. And we have the one there that's the red. So what is the first one that we have? And we're in yellow.
Let's start at this one here at the red. Yes, we are in yellow. So, this one here, we're going to get the Abomna Bunny.
Oh,
This guy is bad.
He doesn't look scary at all.
No.
Not at all. He's
No.
But if he enters your zone, you're dead.
Well, if he's on you're the same zone as him, he just kills everything.
Just kills everything.
Shane's gonna find him. I'm gonna go a close shot on camera just so we can take a look at this Obama bunny, because he's scary
The smallest
cute.
thing in this game.
Yeah, this is that, and it would be great if we kill him with the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
With this Obama bunny, he's only small, but he has a power weapon of 3
I
to
think you
kill.
need to pay him though.
He needs a power weapon of 3. But he doesn't. His attack is special. It kills everything in his zone.
As long as if he moves into our zone, he just kills
No,
us.
if he just moves into our zone, it's fine. But if he has an action from in our zone, then
We're dead.
Yeah. Rather than take a bite, he just destroys everything in the zone.
So you don't want the Obama bunny anywhere near us. And we have to spawn for the blue zone now. And Lance, who are you spawning for the blue zone?
We're gonna get the Rat King.
Oh,
And he comes with 2 swarms of rats.
only 2?
So that's a Rat King card. I'll show you the miniature form in a
There's
second.
rats.
So
I think I got 2 different spots there for rats.
there is the swarm of rats that are included. You can see the nice detail on this. This game just makes me more and more wanting to paint the miniatures. Now let's take a look at the Rat King. Again, this guy looks really creepy. Like, he's got a bucket that he's dumping rats out of. He's got like a huge rat that it looks like he's petting. Bless my precious.
And the worst part of him is he's a necromancer.
That's right. I forgot about that. He's a
So if he
necromancer.
escapes, his spawn becomes permanent.
Yeah, and we don't want that. So, just like all the other necromancers in the game, you have to kill them before they escape from another spawn zone other than the one that he spawned on. Now, the problem with this is you can see the short distance between the 2 spawn zones.
Yeah,
Only
he's gonna
4
have a
moves
pretty
away.
clear run. I'm definitely thinking Tola and Silas are gonna have to open that other door and head him off.
Something got to happen, and we got to jump onto the ballista so we can just start shooting
we're gonna
down
have to fight
there.
our way through all of this, or come through here
Yeah.
to it. So I'm definitely thinking those 2 in that room are gonna need to go out that other door and head him off.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
this
We
is
do not want necromancers
No.
exiting.
No, this here is really starting to look scary. Like I said before, it started out very simple, but as you can see, even though there's only 2 spawn points, we're in
now.
yellow.
3.
3, yes, because of the necromancer, the Rat King.
But the Rat King was an optional buy as well for the Kickstarter.
This is gonna be hell. Oh boy, let's continue. Wish us luck. On the zombie activation and spawning, you can see the zombies were all there, but look where they're at now. And the heroes were kind of split up into, oh, this is not looking good. And we have to move the Obama Bunny too as well, which we've read. Necromancer moves up one. He's heading to that.
The Obama Bunny, sploosh.
Ooh, the Obama Bunny's really short.
Yes, well, according to the book here, though,
According to the book.
murky waters for this quest. Survivors can't go into waterhole zones. Any zombie standing in a waterhole zone goes into the Horde, even if Horde rules don't normally apply.
So that Obama Bunny kind of just...
This Obama Bunny is now off the map, and he's going into the Horde until we spawn him.
Yes, so he can come over here on the Horde tile.
This is the lowest amount of zombies I've seen on the Horde so far for all the games.
Well, you gotta think. We were playing Green Horde before all the expansions, so there was a ton of, mostly, well, half the deck was probably the orcs.
Yeah.
So now with all the new stuff from all the new dragons, the abominations, the new necromancers, that's a lot more cards in the stack, so everything's gonna not come across as often.
Yeah, I hope it's going to stay that way. Now we have to spawn for the 2 zones.
Start off the red zones.
Oh yes, 3 zones. I keep forgetting the necromancer
We'll start
spawn.
off over here, red in front of me, and it's going to be 3 orc walkers, 1 for the Horde.
Alright, so there you go, feeding the Horde like you were talking about.
Yeah. I should have kept my mouth shut. Still only 3, but this little cute devil right here is going to be bad.
Over here, the blue one?
Yep. We're going to do the blue one. That one's going to get 3 wolves.
More wolves, like come on.
We're getting a lot of wolves, huh?
We are, like, who shuffled these?
Well, I shuffled them like 5 minutes a stack.
So it's your fault.
Alright,
Whatever.
so now we got the
They're all going
necromancer
to
spawn here.
And we'll do the necromancer spawn, and swamp troll.
Oh, let me see that card up
Good
close.
thing there's not a lot of water.
You see the guy with the hook?
Yes. Guy with the hook.
That guy looks pretty scary looking.
I believe this is the guy. It's either the swamp troll or it's the swamp lurker.
Well, it's a swamp lurker.
Oh, let's take a look at that mini.
Yeah.
It's a swamp lurker.
That's a swamp troll.
That's the swamp troll. It's the swamp lurker that becomes invincible when he's in water.
Oh, so he's got a nice little anchor, grappling hook kind of thing.
Yeah.
This guy looks pretty scary.
He might be the one when he dies, he spawns another abomination. I think.
Nope, that is a different one. This guy here, when he spawns, the swamp troll spawn in the noisiest zone on the board. If it's a water hole, if it's a water hole. Okay, if the noisiest zone is not a water hole, the swamp troll spawns in the water hole closest to it. If several water holes are eligible, blah 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 blah. Swamp troll spawn. Okay. So he doesn't spawn on the spawn zone. He spawns in the noisiest water hole.
Right, the one closest to the noisiest water hole.
Right, and
Which
we
is
only
only two,
have
so-
two water spots on this whole board.
Yeah.
So
One
it's
there,
irrelevant
one there.
because he's going into the Horde.
Yeah.
Because he's ending his turn in the
Oh,
water.
that's right. And what happens when you end your turn in the water?
You go into the Horde.
You're going in the Horde.
This is a Horde we don't want.
No,
This is not
definitely
going to be good. This is not going to be good at all. We're going to have so many abominations in the Horde because there's water right there, right after their spawn. So
Well,
the first move, they're done.
I would like to see what happens if we spawn a dragon on that tile and it's water. Does he end up in
Yeah.
the Horde?
That's what I was just thinking. That's right.
That would be interesting. I've never seen a
Because
dragon in the Horde.
it don't say in the book that the dragons keep hovering over it. If they come down and they actually
Well,
land.
they land. That's what kills everything in that
Right.
in that zone.
Yeah.
That's what throws people.
You know what's going to be funny also as well? Because everything gets one move except for the wolves and the runners. I just realized this. We got a necromancer right there.
He's going to end up in the
He's
water.
going to end up in the water and he's going to be in the Horde. So he's never going to be able to exit.
That's right.
So that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that actually is not bad.
But don't count your chickens before they hatch because again, it seems like it's going to work out for us.
Oh,
but
then we look over here.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's what I'm looking at right now.
I'm glad we have 4 heroes over here, but there's still gonna be some stuff that ain't gonna.
I'm thinking somebody's going to have to try to get here and move it. Oh,
Can't
it
shoot
can't
through the
shoot that
building.
way, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a building.
Well, we've got more. These heroes are right here. They can pop out, and like you mentioned, the necromancer's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So we will need all hands on deck for this. This
I know.
this little crap.
Let's continue! On Silas's turn, he jumped out of the door and he jumped over the hedge And now he's gonna just start throwing arrow after arrow after arrow into that horde right there, that group of zombies. Lance, kill a lot of things,
Alright,
please.
So,
There's only 12 things there. That's fine, we got this.
I'm gonna use my horn bow. It's 1 die, and then it's 3+ on the die, but
You get to
because
pick
of
the
the thing that I got, I get to pick the target as well also. But I also have +1 to die roll range, so I only need to roll a 2+ to kill anything.
Nice. So it's almost a guaranteed kill. Almost.
What are you targeting? You want to target maybe wolves first?
Yeah, let's target.
Well, yeah, because they
The
move.
wolves will be the most dangerous.
There's a
We
lot of
gotta be
things that move
careful
more
though
than
too,
one
as well,
space.
because in that pile is the Deadeye walkers.
Deadeyes are going to be first by priority anyway because they're still just walkers.
I can
Yeah.
pick whatever I want, though. So.
Yeah.
Yes, because you got target
Now
priority.
wolves will be the wolf.
Well, there's one.
So that's one wolf, and you get
That's
one more
2
action.
action. And there's another one. That's my 3
It's
actions because I
2
also moved.
Yeah, so that's 2 actions for you.
That's a weighted dice, isn't it?
No, they're steel. They're
Well,
aluminum.
they're weighted.
They're
have weight to
aluminum.
them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're
Just
weighted.
aluminum dice. They're not weighted. Come on. Oh, look, there's another 6.
It's not in camera. It could have been 6. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, but we got to start clearing this out too as well. We got to make up to the trebuchet to start shooting this way, so that one guy is going to man the not the trebuchet. I keep saying trebuchet, the ballista, and just keep shooting on their turns. Takes 2 actions per shot for that. On with the show. On the hero's turn, you can see that the pile of zombies and wolves and rats are gone because we managed to pretty much clear them out on Oliver Hero's turn, but you can see that we're in line for more wolves to come in to attack us. Now, we're on to Shane's turn, and Shane already went with one of his heroes.
With the Zanzibar, the wizard. He took out the 3 last remaining runners that were in that spot, and then he just moved over here by this door, which is where we're all going to be heading anyway. And then now it's going to be Wonder Woman's turn.
And what is Wonder Woman going to do besides being wonderful?
Not really much she can do. She doesn't have enough actions to get 2 of the wolves to do anything about them. So I think she's just going to
She can go into that building and search.
Yeah, she's fine.
So she's moving up to here,
She's going to move over with my other character and hang out.
and that ends the hero's turn. Now it is the zombie spawning. I'm not going to record this zombie spawning. We'll be
Well,
back when something else happens.
These wolves are coming up biting all 3 of these people.
Oh,
I don't know
actually-
if you want to pay attention to
Yeah,
that.
that's probably be a good
That's
idea.
3 bites you guys need to split up.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to take a bite for Morgan first, because Morgan's in here. He has a shield. So it says, choose 1, armor 4+, reroll once, armor rolls made with another equipped armor. The
So
new
4+.
result takes the place of the previous one. Yeah, so I just got
4+.
4+. See if he...
5.
Perfect, so he don't get a bite.
Do you want to attempt to take a second bite? Might as well, you didn't take the first one.
Yeah, true.
Just keep going till
Try
one
to
hits you.
absorb it. Why not? Ah, good.
That's that one.
So now one more. Morgan is just, he's the tank here. No,
Except for that one. That
except
one,
for
that
that
one you
one.
will take.
Yeah, he takes 1 hit. So he's down to 2 because he takes 1 hit. But so that's not too bad. That means because Lance is into the zone 2 as well. And if he get bit, he's going to be in serious trouble there because he's already suffering pretty bad. Now we're going to do we're going to do the spawning of the zombies, and I'll come back when something big happens. One thing, because when the zombies are spawning here and they move up into that water zone, they're all going into the horde.
Water. Everything that goes into the water ends up there.
That's a double-edged sword, though. It's great that they move into the horde, but it's really horrible if we pull enter the horde card.
Yeah.
Because you can see there, like, you got some pretty main characters. Well, 2 of them that are pretty main bad guys right here. The rest they're okay, but they're bad, and we don't want to encounter those. I just wanted to touch upon, this is another zombie that comes in one of the expansions. They are the Spectral Zombies.
That came
Now,
from the No Rest for the Wicked.
the No Rest for the Wicked expansion, that's right. Now, what's special about these Spectral Zombies again, Shane?
I am double check, but I believe they can only be damaged by combat spells, siege weapons, and vault weapons.
Because they're spectrals, they're ghosts.
Essentially, they're ghosts. But oddly enough, they can't walk through walls. That kind of disappointed me. I remember when I first read that, I was kind of disappointed. It would have been nice to be able to have them walk through walls.
Yeah. Yet that one abomination can walk through walls.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
not a ghost.
No.
He phases through walls.
Yeah.
It's different.
Still.
But yeah, the ballista, vault weapons, combat spells, dragon fire. It says ballista, it doesn't say trebuchet, but it's the same thing. It's a siege weapon. It should just say siege weapon.
So they can. That's the only things that can damage them.
Yes. You can beat at it all day with your swords and do nothing to it.
Oh, lovely.
In the little flavor caption here, it talks about, we were beating them with our swords and it was just passing right through. So they are ghosts.
Spectrals. Scary, scary ghosts.
Which is a good movie.
I said I wasn't going to record any more of the zombie spawning for this turn, but some things did happen, some big things. So you can see the Spectral Zombies, I showed those. That was a big thing. And then the next one, Lance said...
The blue one came up with 2 standard walkers, but we drew one for that necromancer spot. And we get the necromantic dragon.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And you told me you better get the camera out for this, so I knew it was going to be a dragon or something. So, again, we are just proxying. We're using this as necromantic dragon because I can't find the other dragon. So, Shane, let's put him in the zone.
What happens when a dragon spawns is it spawns in the center zone of the tile it was spawned on, which just happens to be the actual spawn spot. If there's any zombies there, they're automatically killed, and there is no XP given for them to anybody. And that's pretty much it. If we had been there ourselves as survivors, then we would have to roll on the compass cards to see which way we were thrown and see if we avoid getting thrown out of the way.
Right, and if there was no way to throw, then you would take 2 damage.
Correct.
Now, another thing too as well is if we have any siege weapons in the zone that the dragon lands on, then siege weapons are destroyed, as well as objectives.
If it's a building that it lands on, then the building you can't search or anything in anymore.
No, it's crumbled.
It's destroyed.
Yeah.
So when a zombie or when a dragon spawns, it gets a vulnerability card drawn as well. So right now, this dragon is only vulnerable to the ballista, vault weapons, and magic weapons.
Oh. And when you hit the zombie dragon with a weapon, then it don't kill it. It just flies up.
It flies away. It's only dead after it's run out of vulnerability.
Yes. And how many vulnerability cards are there?
I believe there's 5. Yeah, 5.
So after the 5th one, when you hit it for the 5th time, it finally takes damage and dies.
It probably dies. It takes damage every time it flies away. If you force it to fly away, you get 1 XP and a vault weapon.
Now, also with this type of zombie, don't its zombie dragon, does it spit out zombies?
On its turn, like on its next turn, if we happen to be in anywhere on this tile, it will attack us. And its attack literally is a spawn card in your zone.
So you can see that dragon is not a nice dragon. And the ballista's right there.
We're not getting to that in time.
No, we're not going there in time. Because we have to deal with these wolves on our next turn too as well. And you got the Spectrals there. And you see the Rat King going that way too as well. Ouch. We found something very interesting now. You can notice on the cards, they have up here like the hand showing you that, it's a hand item. And then you have some diamonds. So Shane's Dwarf Axe, he has 1 diamond missing, which would be the blue one. And we weren't exactly 100% sure what that meant. So we looked it up in the book, and apparently what that means is with this Dwarven Axe, you can, if you're in the level blue, you can't use this. You have to be in the level yellow and up to be able to use this Dwarven Axe. Never ever seen that before. Shane pointed out that the diamond was missing, so we had to look it up and find out. So if anybody is wondering what them diamonds are meant, it is in the book. What page did you find that on the core book, Shane?
That would be on page 14. We were in the process of looking up what a magic weapon was, because that's one of the vulnerabilities of the dragon. I've been just playing that a magic weapon is something with some kind of extra stat. Like he has a bow that lets him pick a target. To me, that makes it a magic weapon. But it's still gonna have to be something that does 2 damage.
Yeah. So, what page again, sorry?
That was page 14. I still can't find anything about magic weapons.
Yeah.
So, I think we'll just play it off the way that I've been playing.
Yeah, we can just house rule that one, that's fine. But just so everybody knows, page 14, if you're wondering about the diamonds that are on top of the weapon cards, Now you know, and now we know, and knowing is knowledge, and knowledge is power, and that means that we're even stronger playing this game. Yeehaw! Back to the game. Hey, Morgan. Like, is it gone? I don't know, let's ask Jolly Green there. Jolly Green, why are we all kind of in the corner of the hedge here? Like, what's going on? Oh, I can still see it. It's there. We can't do anything. Oh, yeah, he just said he's waiting to eat us. Let's stay where we're at. On the hero's action, we are on to Wonder Woman's turn, and she moved up. She has 4 actions. You can see that the zombies that were piled in there were cleared out. Luckily, we managed to kill them.
Yeah, they were cleared out with a combination of the Giant and Morgan.
Yes, actually it was all Morgan because Giant didn't
Yeah, that's right,
anything.
he missed everything. So Morgan finished them off, got in here, picked up the X that was in there, and
I got a vault
weapon,
and
which was not a great
Inferno
one.
spell,
It's an
yeah.
Inferno spell. But that caused another spawn over there, so more Spectrals came out of the woodwork.
Yeah, to go into the water, to go into the Horde.
And then Zanzibar slipped up in here, opened up this door, and then Wonder Woman came over, used 2 actions to get to this ballista. So now it's going to shoot the ballista.
Yes, the first time in this game that the ballista is being shot.
The way the ballista works is you get 3 dice per zone. So I get to roll 3 dice in here, and then 3 dice for that zone. And it only needs a 3+. Or 4+. 3+ if I have line of sight. And I have line of sight. So.
Yes.
And so the first zone, I'm going to be killing 3 things.
Nice.
So that's these 3 things, Jan.
Now remember when you're playing this and you're doing the attack, you have to always follow the hierarchy of zombies.
Correct.
And it definitely was the orc and the rats that were
Yeah,
killed.
the rats go first, and then walkers of various types.
So this is your second shot.
Well, it's not my second shot. It's still 1 shot. The
Yeah.
ballista bolt went through those rats, that walker, and continues on until it comes to
And
the
it's
edge of
just,
the board.
unless it hits a wall and then
Right.
it stops.
Right, it'll go through
But there's
hedges,
no
it'll go
walls.
through everything. So
Come on,
then
you
that
can do it,
last
Shane.
zone,
You can do it.
I only snagged 0 hits.
Oh, that
So,
hurts.
yeah, well, that's alright, because they'll all end up in the water and end up in there anyway, so.
Yeah, you can see them all waiting there to go into the drink, which is right there. And everybody knows that when you go into the drink, ooh, you go here. Yeah, this is starting to look a lot more scary with all of this
My biggest
stuff.
concern here is the necromancer that's in here, because now we can't kill him and get rid of his spawn.
That's right. So the spawn is going to stay there until if he spawns, and we're one of us being onto the ballista, we could potentially close the spawn.
Well, I definitely plan on leaving at least one of my 2 characters at the ballista and just shoot every turn. And at least
Yeah.
it'll keep all these roadways clear for everybody else.
That's right. And then again, we have to get the X's and that so that we can get the trebuchet.
Yes.
And then that'll be kind of like we're closing off the game unless something really horrible happens, which with this game, it's so unpredictable, something horrible can certainly happen. Isn't that right, Lance?
Could be a possibility.
Could be a possibility. On with the show. Antola's turn. He has 4 actions. He's made his way up to the ballista, and he's also going to use it to try to shoot and kill some of these guys. So line of sight, so 3+.
Yes.
And
3.
that's these 3 walkers.
Nice.
Dead.
So it's
3 XP for you.
2, 3,
Or almost in the orange.
almost.
No,
That doesn't
no,
really
no,
matter
no,
at
no.
this point.
1 away from the orange.
Alright, so now the next zone, which is right here, 3+. Get all 3s or higher. Yes,
That's
3
pretty
more
good.
is dead. Whoa, we're
No,
clearing
no.
that out.
You're gonna take the Spectrals first, probably.
Oh, okay.
Because they're still considered walkers, and they can only be killed by certain things.
Yeah.
I do that. Same
And the
with
ballista is one of the ones that can
same
kill
with
it.
the tainteds and stuff. If I'm shooting into a room full of regular walkers and tainted walkers, I'll take the tainteds first if I'm shooting, because they're the ones that are only vulnerable to shooting.
That
Yeah.
just put me in the orange, so I get to pick my orange skill, which is going to be Barbarian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and explain what barbarian is?
Barbarian is once you enter the zone, just say there's these 2 guys here, I enter, I get 2 dice.
If there's
If
20 guys,
you
in the
get
room,
20 dice.
It's 20 dice. You get as many dice. as
1
there
die
are
per enemy
Per
that's in the
enemy
in
zone.
the target zone.
Yeah.
That is going to help us a lot.
What we all have something like that.
It's just like this guy here. If this guy gets in his red,
He's got
I
the
can
range.
Iron Rain.
That's the
You're
ranged
dead.
version of Barbarian.
Yeah.
And then Zanzibar has the Mana Rain, which is the spellcasting version of the same thing. They're very, very overpowered skills once you get them.
And I have Barbarian on my Giants.
Exactly.
Ooh, very good. Very good. Ooh. What's that?
You probably won't get to it.
This doesn't seem to be a very high XP
No.
session.
No, but I can see that the zombie horde is going to come out soon. I got that feeling. And when it does, we are going to be in big trouble. Hopefully not that big, but we will see.
Totally.
During the zombie spawn, we spawned our zombie unicorn, Chromatis. Chromatis.
It is hard to pronounce.
Chromatis.
So let's take a look at the detailed miniature for this one. So you can see he's definitely been, his flesh has been picked from his bones in a lot of areas. Unicorns were cute, but when they're zombie unicorns, they're pretty ugly.
Well, and he's got some interesting statistics as well. On his activation, which won't be now, he just spawned, but on his activation, he has 3 actions. But he only gets 2 actions if there's a female survivor within sight. And then his damage is 3, but he only does 2 damage if a male is in sight. So it depends on who he's attacking.
Oh, he has a question. What's that? Yes. Morgana. Is Morgana a man or a woman?
Well, look at the picture.
It's hard to say.
It's hard because it's a dark elf.
Yeah, it's a drow elf. They're very feminine looking to begin with.
Yeah, so I think this is just
and it's a unisex name. It could be a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
It's a very confusing character.
a judgment call with that, and the unicorn agrees. It's a man or a woman. Man, woman, no. So Morgan is going to be a man.
I'm gonna have to read the bio on the side of the wolf story box on that character just to see if.
Yeah, just for this game, we'll say he's male.
Somewhere in there, it'll say he or she. I'm sure.
I think
away.
Yeah.
I think it's a guy too. And I think it's supposed to be Drizzt from.
That's what I was thinking too, from the Legend of Drizzt and the Drizzt Chronicles.
Drizzt, from the the Forgotten Realms in general.
Yes.
Hey,
So
let's do the last 2 spawns.
All right.
and another one of the other characters that spawn is the Count Temeraire. Now you can see it has a striking resemblance to Bram Stoker's Dracula, the movie that Gary Oldman actually played Dracula in.
Yeah.
Very close. So they have special rules. So Lance, can you read the special rules there?
Yes, normal necromancer rules says discard an equipment card from each survivor during an end phase. Deal damage 1 to Count Temeraire. If he escapes, each survivor must discard an equipment card if available.
And that's his card right there.
So, the wording on this bothers me a little bit, and I've been meaning to look up other people's interpretation of it. But to me, it sounds like every time the player phase ends, if he's still on the board, everybody loses an item.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like to me, and that's kind of the way we've been playing them. But it is worded weird.
So,
I'm not sure.
I guess just for this, if everybody plays him different, or somebody plays him different that's watching this, please comment down below and let us know exactly what it is. But also, too, as well, is just for this game, we are going to play it just like that. Because when Lance read the rules, I kind of understood that that's what it was as well.
That's the way I'm reading it too, but it is not clear.
So if he's on the board, and the end of the hero phase or the hero's activation, we're going to have to lose equipment.
Yes.
Does it got to be in line of sight or just on the board in general?
It says on the board.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh, he's a vampire. He's just sucking the equipment off your.
He's a succubus.
Yeah. Well, there is a succubus, I think, too. So.
Oh my god.
That's a different.
So
altogether,
we are experiencing a lot of specialty characters, and also too, as well as them specialty characters are going to end up right here, which is going to cause a lot more havoc.
He actually is spawned right over by the dragon.
You know what? It sounds kind of weird actually, because it says discard an equipment card from each survivor during an end phase, but then it says deal damage 1 to Count Temeraire. So what does that mean? You got to discard your card or whatever, and it deals a damage to him?
So every card discarded, he suffers 1 damage. We're gonna have to double check out for that.
Kill. That's what I'm saying. It's a very misleading card. He's gonna die anyway. There's enough of us at this ballista.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kill him in the process of killing him.
And then it says if he escapes, you lose the card too. So.
Yeah.
So the whole point of this is if he ever comes on the board, don't let him escape. Now, with the last card that we drew for the count, we have to draw another card because another one accompanies him. And what did you just pull?
Enter the Horde.
Oh, just what I was fearing.
And it's right in front of us.
That's right. And look where it is. It's right here. So there's no way we're going to kill enough in that Horde.
Oh yes, we might.
There's a lot there.
We might die, but it will be fun.
That is going to be such a big challenge. So this game went from 0 to 60 in not even 0.1 millisecond. Yeah. This is going to be hell. Because there's not enough room on the board, all of this Horde that's sitting right here actually is supposed to be over right where the dragon and the count is. So just keep that in mind. It looks like there's not a lot onto that spawning zone, but in actuality, they're all there. And it's Morgan's turn, so he's going to jump up and he's going to shoot the ballista.
He's going to ride it too. Just get right up on it.
Oh, and he's very agile. He's an elf.
Yeah. Yeah.
So dark elf, and he's just gonna go up and he's gonna shoot. Morgan's gonna shoot, and the first zone he got the 3 dice, and it's gonna be the dragon taking the first hit from the targeting priority into the book. So I only gotta get 3 pluses, and I get all successful hits. Nice.
So we're gonna take the dragon. He's gonna fly away.
Yeah. So he got 1 hit onto him, which isn't bad.
2 spectrals will go with him.
Yep.
So that'll be a total of 3 experience points for him.
Nice.
For his first shot, and you get a vault weapon because you drove away the dragon.
I forgot about that. Oh, I'm excited.
You got a war cleaver. This is actually pretty decent.
Oh.
If you roll a 6, you get an extra dice, and it's 4 target 4. Ooh. You don't have any actions left to equip it or anything.
No, but
it's still very nice.
Yeah, and it goes in my backpack. Right there. Oh, well, that wasn't bad for Morgan, and I'm thinking what probably is going to happen is we're all going to probably try to take shots with the ballista. Oh yes, that's right. I got to try to kill the unicorn. That's all the way over the dead unicorn. Come on, 3 plus, baby. And I sucked.
You could have used the XP too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. But anyhow, at least get that. Because Morgan, I'm going to call him Morgan because it's a man instead of woman, said Morgana, has 1 action left. It's going to equip this, and it's going to take out his hammer because the shield, I think, is kind of an important thing to have equipped just to help. So there we go. Now it's on to the other heroes phase. It is on to Zanzibar.
He's going to shoot the ballista because it is the wise thing to do.
Yes, because we got to get rid of that pile.
We got to clear out a lot of stuff.
All right, let's see what you got.
I got a crooked one. I'm going to re-roll that. And I got nothing. Nothing for the big zone, but I still get a roll for the zone down there.
Yeah, you killed that unicorn. Dead unicorn. He's dead.
Dead. Okay, I've killed him. So that's good 5 XP for me.
Gone.
What was that noise you made there, Lance?
No idea. Don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, do it again. Viewers want to hear it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can do it. Do it.
Rewind.
Just do it.
Just rewind.
Okay, it's rewinding.
Yeah,
Makes noise again.
There you go. That's it.
Oh, shy, camera shy. All right, Jay.
I'm going to go with the princess now. She's also on the ballista. So I will take a shot with it at the big dude. And I managed to get 1 thing. This is not as fun as I thought it was going to be. So I'll take my 1 kill.
Yeah, the Spectral go up 1 XP. But now you have to, there's no other, you kill the poor dead unicorn.
I do still want to stay in this area.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's like the archer's turn.
The archer!
What are you going to do there, sound effect guy?
You're probably better off depending on, actually you probably are better off just using your bow if you've got a bow that's going to do more than 3 dice. Because everything in there, for the most part, you're going to kill the walkers and stuff before the abomination.
Well, okay, I'll shoot the necromancer first.
Alright, so you're going to walk over there first, that's 1 action. And you can target, and there's 2 necromancers in there. Yeah. So you can target them.
I only get 1 die though. I should have just used it.
Yeah, but you only need a 2.
And can you do it? Can you do it? And it's...
That's a 2.
2.
So that's
1 more action.
Necromancer dead.
And I'll take out the other one.
Right.
Nice.
So that gets rid of these spawns, which is super handy.
Yes.
And you got 2 XP for killing 2 necromancers.
That is really good. So this scary look Horde is kind of breaking down. But
Well, we put these back
he's
in.
in it? Oh.
yeah, the big like swamp monster. What are you doing, Lance?
Well, he's gonna jump in and use 11 dice.
Tolo's turn. He's jumping in because he's got barbarian.
Interesting.
And you've only used one action.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
So
Don't I get the 2 dice from here too, right?
What now?
Or no?
we're trying to figure
Because
this
that's
out,
11 guys in there,
everybody.
so I get 11 dice.
No, you don't get the extra. You don't-
So it's 11 dice. Oh boy. Oh boy. And you gotta get a 4+, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5
Only
kills.
5 out of 11.
All right, so let's get your 5 kills out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 XP. Mark that down.
That's not bad.
Well, that's not bad for only one action.
Yep. So, are you in the orange now?
Oh, I've been in the orange for a bit now. That's how I got barbarian.
It's a
So,
what are you gonna do?
6 left.
So you're gonna do the same thing?
This will be my 3rd action.
This would be your 3rd action. It's not like you're running away anyway.
No, I'm not gonna be able to run away.
And you can't do anything. You can't. All that Lance thing does is prevents them from. Taking an
Yeah.
action.
So if anything, I'll prevent the bomb bunny for
Yeah.
that action.
That's right. So six dice.
else will kill you anyway.
Yeah.
6
I
dice.
already got 2 damage anyway.
Oh, that was a way better roll.
5.
5.
So that's
All
your
but one.
choice. You can take the money if you want.
Yeah, I'll take the bunny.
Nice.
So
So
that's 5,
that's-
6, 7, 8, 9 XP.
That was a really good roll, Lance. We are, we can change our underwear now because the trouble so far has subsided. a
That's
bit.
only 3 actions. You have another
I
action.
got 1 more action, so
You,
there's 2 dice right there.
you can use your standard dice that you would normally use, or substitute it for the amount of.
Because my dagger, I get
3.
3 dice.
So you have 3 dice to kill another abomination.
Come on, you can do it. Come on, Cletus.
And he's not dead.
Nothing.
dead.
But that was a good try. Like, look at all what you cleared out there. That's Barbarian is phenomenal to use, but you have to use it properly so you don't.
I just want to point out that Tola will be dead.
Yeah, because there's still the 2 guys that are
No.
left. Oh, just
You
the
have,
one.
you have this guy left.
Yeah.
He can't make it there and attack. He can't kill it
Oh,
anyway.
no.
So that guy will most definitely attack him next and kill him.
Wait,
That's-
you have 4 actions? Oh,
There's
wait.
3.
I got
And
3.
can't kill
Yeah.
an abomination anyway.
Yeah.
No,
And
well-
if he fires this, that hits you first. And he'll kill you first.
Yeah, that's right. So either way, you're gonna die.
You almost made it to red though.
Yeah, no one's got shove.
Nope, and I don't,
Okay,
I don't
well,
have lifesaver until orange, and I didn't get enough kills to get to orange. So.
we're going to just continue on here, and if the giant is giant got to decide if he's going to do something or not. But I don't know if I should try to put Tola in his misery anyhow.
You won't be able to. You're all the way over here. It'll
Yeah,
take you 2 actions
that's
to
right.
get there and 2 actions to shoot.
Yeah, and
You'll
I only
have
got
4
3 actions because I'm in the blue still. Hold on to your horses.
Oh, wait a minute.
Here we were all worried about that Lance's character Tola is going to die, but we failed to remember that Lance has.
A lance.
Grappling lance.
And what does that do?
It's a vault item, and it's once per round may prevent 1 zombie at range 0 to 1 from activating.
So on the zombie's turn,
Which is now.
that swamp monster is just not going to activate. So you are
Hold it
safe
off
for
with
now.
pull.
And I had the giants go before that, so the giant went into the room and he searched and he found an apple.
Oh, he found a basket of
A
apples.
basket, yeah, it's going to have to be a basket of apples to feed his appetite.
Yes.
And he gets 1 experience point. And that's it, so we're on to the zombie spawn. We are on to the zombie spawning part, and Lance drew a card, the Horde Brother. This is the Horde Brother. You can see the nice details. He's got scratches on his belly and scratches going onto his armor. So he's been definitely through the war and back again, and he's still surviving. Now, when he is spawned, what you do is you're going to have to pick an abomination of the player's choice to put into the Horde, so when the Horde activates, that abomination is going to be on the board. So what we decided to do is Shane is going to just randomly, not look, but just reach his hand into the abomination bag.
And we're getting this one. There's two. There's two. This one, right?
Yeah, well,
and it's the were abomination.
Oh!
Not to be confused with the werewolf from Wolfsburg.
Right.
This abomination, when he dies, he gets replaced with another abomination.
Yeah.
Because he's essentially an abomination with lycanthropy. Yes, that's the were abomination.
Yeah, you got the spikes. You can see the detail on this guy and everything. So he's going to happen if we have to spawn the Horde again. And this guy goes into the spawn zone. So that wasn't too bad, and you know what's going to happen to him when he moves up on? He's going in the drink too as well.
And what's horrible is some dummy left himself up here, and we can't even shoot this thing because he's in the way.
For now.
Unless we use 2 actions to push it a space forward.
Yeah? That could possibly be something that we could do.
But then you're not going to be able to kill that one. Anyway, Blue.
We'll be back. Lance went into this room and he picked up the X, and it's going to do another spawn down there, and what he got was Fallon. And Fallon, this is the miniature here. So what's special about Fallon there, Lance?
Normal necromancer rules says any survivor suffers a damage to attack whenever they enter Fallon's zone or Fallon enters their zone.
All right, so that's
Plus 2 damages for being in his zone.
Yeah, and we also have to make a spawn or another card for him for spawn.
Normal necromancer rules.
Yeah, which is orange. So it's going to be 5 orc walkers, 1 for the win.
Yeah. So we'll put him back there, and also 5 orc walkers, and you can see the Horde is starting to build up again because
the necromancer spawned 1 of everything.
Yeah. The last action that Silas is going to do on his turn is he's going to do a search. And he did a search, and what did you get there, Lance?
I got a companion, Magog.
My dog, Magog?
Magog.
So what does the companion, what does the card tell you?
It says 3 zones per move, low profile, search, slippery, handler, +1 die melee.
So he gets 1 die to his melee. He can, if he wants the dog to do something like go into a room and search, he can instruct him to do that, but they use his actions. So it's not if he gets extra actions, they cost him.
And it gives me +1 die to melee.
Right, and you have one action left. Would you like to give that to the princess, seeing that you're not a melee character?
I can do that. Or I can give it to
Well, you're not in the same zone, but you can wait.
yeah. I'll give it
I'm
to
just
the
throwing it
princess.
out. It's just, you know.
1 action left, I'll give it to princess.
You're going to give your Magog?
I'll take your dog, Magog.
That's a funny name.
Magog?
Funny name, funny dog.
Kind of almost looks like my dog.
Your Magog. Oh, Magog! On Tola's turn, he's going to try to hit that swamp monster. And what do you have to get there, Lance?
3+.
And what weapon are you using?
I use my grappling lance.
Oh, Lance is using his lance. And let's see. Get it, kill him. Oh, he's dead.
For sure.
He's definitely dead.
2.
That was a good one.
Almost in red.
What are you doing with the rest of your actions? Are you going to carry on down the hallway and stay in the way of the ballista, or are you going to get out of the way?
Probably a good idea to get away from it.
I'm
I
gonna stay
think.
in the way of the ballista.
You deserve to get shot then if you're going to do that.
Yeah, I don't have any more.
That was only 1 action, so let's see.
2, 3,
4.
hop the heads. Yeah, I would do that.
And you got to roll.
Boogie boogie boo.
See if you get a zombie. No, you're good. You got a 5. All right, and that ends Tola's turn. On the zombie spawn, we spawned another special character. This is the Lord of Skulls. You can see the detail on the sculpt. It's really nice.
He was an optional buy as well, I believe.
Oh, so it wasn't in one of the expansions. It actually was an optional buy. That's right. Yeah. Now, with him, too, as well, as when you spawn him, he comes with 2 abominations, Doom and Gloom. That's what his special ability is. They just brings 2 more abominations on the board with him.
He doesn't come with another spawn card or anything else.
No.
He just comes with 2 abominations.
Yeah, so that's the difference between this necromancer and the other necromancers. Well, actually, that's a very significant difference.
Yeah, well, a lot of the necromancers now have special abilities, which I think is cool. I think they did a really good job upping the variety of things.
Yeah.
Like, all the abominations pretty much do something different. And it is a bit of a pain to keep track of it all. It would have been nice if they had individual cards for them. Because I know there is a couple cards for A couple of the necromancers, I believe, came with cards, like the Lord of Skulls right here. It came with a small card. And it just basically says the same thing that the spawn card does.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice to have one of these for everything. A little, a little card like this for each abomination and their abilities would be very nice.
So any viewers that play this game, and if you made any specialty cards on your own, like for the Ballista, for the Trebuchet, or for the special orcs or special necromancers, comment down below and let us know what you did, how you created it, and so on, because that's what the three of us are talking about, is actually creating cards so that we can have them, so it's like quick reference cards, just like for like the hero sheets and everything else too as
Go
well.
through all the different books for each abomination. All right, what does this guy do? And then by that point, you've already put the book down. It'd be nice to have a card right in front of you to remind you.
Yeah, and it's not hard to make a card up. You can make it up in any kind of design program.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make some up, just regular playing card size.
Just like Shane was talking about too, like there's one or two characters or whatever in here that he actually had to look online to see what they do because it wasn't in the book.
Yeah, the Brother in Arms abilities wasn't in the books I was looking at, although I believe I did find it in the Black Plague book. It was in there. But it'd be nice to have a collection of abilities as well.
Yeah, like a cheat sheet or a
Right.
quick reference sheet.
I have one for the original Zombicide that I found online. But it'd be nice to have one, like an updated one for Green Horde.
But if you guys, anybody viewers, know of any that somebody created or existed, comment down below. And if there's a link that you can download, like a PDF or something, please include that too as well, so that we can add it to our Green Horde ensemble, so we can play more and more. It'll be a lot easier, and it'll make the videos go more smoothly. On Tola's turn, he opened the door, and you can see 5 orc runners in there and 1 added to the horde. So Tola again seemed to finding some trouble there. Hopefully he's going to just go in there and do a barbarian if he's able to, because then he can
That's
just...
one action, there's 2 actions. They get 5 dice.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll happen. It'll kill them all, and Tola's not going to die.
So
You got
2.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2.
That's 2 XP. You're almost in red. One more kill, you're in red.
Whoa, look at that.
You don't get that many dice this time, man.
Oh yeah.
You get 3.
Just kill them all.
There's
2.
2.
So there's one
Is
left.
going to be enough to kill you, so.
And that last one, I'm just gonna avoid his
Avoid his
attack.
activation, yes.
Well, that's a smart
So what
thing.
was that? One more?
2 more.
2 more.
2 more. Yeah. Okay. So wrap around.
And you get to pick
I
red
have
now.
to pick my red.
What are you gonna pick for red there,
Let's
Lance?
see. I get +1 die combat. I get +1 free melee action, or I get shove.
Tola's kind of more of a melee kind of guy.
I'll take probably take the free melee action.
Yep, that makes sense.
So you could probably attack that one now.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I'll take that. So 3 die. And he's
Dead. Nice. So that was very lucky. During the zombie spawning, we have a new character, or a new necromancer. This is Innsmouth. So the ability with him is he can't be line of sight targeted. And he follows normal necromancer rules too as well. And that is Innsmouth. You can see the quality of the sculpt onto him. He looks pretty cool. He's got some kind of like stack or something onto him. And he's got, you know, he's like in a priest garb. Innsmouth. We're on to the zombie phase for the activation. Zombies were piled up down there, and they went into the water zone, so they all ended up in the horde.
Well, we killed a bunch of them first.
Yeah, we did kill a lot because with the ballista and everything too as well.
Count.
And also too as well, as you can see, Morgan and Zanzibar, what's his name?
Zanzibar.
Yeah, Zanzibar. We're kind of making our way so that we can go over to pick up that red X, because we need to do that. And then after we pick up that last red X, then we can spend an action for the trebuchet, and all we have to do is destroy the zombie spawn points whenever ones are here, and then we win the game. So we're getting closer and closer. But Lance is looking at me with them kind of eyes.
Well, we spawned the
we
count.
spawn the count again.
Ugh.
And then drew his card. And he comes with the Gargamination.
Oh, we haven't looked at him yet. This is the
Whoa.
guy that can phase through walls.
I can see why you can phase through walls. And this is called the Gargamination?
That's Gorgamination.
He definitely looks like something that would be out of the new Invader game. He looks
Yeah.
like an alien.
Or it's like this guy is an offspring of Medusa.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it's kind of the same time era.
Yeah, I don't see any snakes on his head though.
Well, he
I'm
looks...
thinking more of a Hydra because he's got two heads, but I don't know.
Oh, it's like if Medusa met the Hydra and they had a baby and
Sure.
might turn something like this.
Yeah. I don't know what you do in your spare time, but I've never thought about that.
Over there is to get the rat.
I
thing.
just think of a lot of things like
And
that.
6 swarms of rats.
So that is the a newer one. And also you can hear Lance saying, because of that, we get the other Necromancer spawn point because the Rat King and then the 4 swarms of rats.
6.
So-
I gotta get 2 more.
Oh, 6. So we did clear the board, but now it's filling back up again, and the Horde too as well, you can see here. But luckily, the 2 dragons, one of the dragons has never came down again. Well, so that's pretty good. Oh, we gotta put him on the board too as well. Oh, we're faring out pretty good because we're all still alive. Some of us have some wounds, but we're still alive. We're still fighting, and we're gonna try to take more out. On with the show! A recap onto the hero action. It was the Giant's turn. He used the ballista and he managed to clear everything out in this line, except for the Necromancer. And then it was Morgan's turn and he moved up to the door. And then it was Zanzibar and he moved. So him and Morgan are kind of like just tagging along so that when we go to open the door to get that X, at least we got some backup. And then we're on to Wonder Woman.
She's gonna shoot the ballista, take out that Necromancer. And that definitely happened.
Nice. So that spawn zone is gone too as well. Keep clearing them out.
But that also puts me into red. So for my red ability, I am going to pick +1 to dice roll melee because the weapon I have needs a 5+. So with that, I would only need a 4+.
Yeah, that's probably
which makes
a really
hitting
good
things
thing
a little
to
bit
pick.
easier. So that was only 2 actions. I'm debating on moving down the road, but you know what? I'm not going to.
Yeah, I think it's good if we all, the rest of us, or at least most of us, hang out at the ballista because we've been doing a lot of damage.
Some of us need to be further away than these waypoint or these spot points as well, because the ballista, things need to be far away from you in order to shoot it. You can't shoot like if the ballista was here for
trebuchet.
or trebuchet was
Yeah,
here, for
it can't
instance,
be one
you
zone
can't
away.
shoot any of this. So wherever we spawn this, one of us has to be far enough away to build it. So but I use what, 2 actions? Yeah. You know what? I'll make my way with her over here.
All right. Now that was the end of Wonder Woman.
So now it is the Silas's turn.
Silas.
All right. What Silas gonna do?
You think he's going to do kind of the same idea that Wonder Woman was thinking? Just get away and possibly be the person to create this?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this way, maybe he'll go right here and build it right there.
Well, I was going to say if we stayed together, then we could both use it. But, you know, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends where you want to build it.
Well, I was thinking just over here is fine.
1, 2, 3.
You can even go
You're gonna
one
build it
more.
right there?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
You do have to roll 1 dice, though.
Yes, because you crossed.
2. You're safe.
Alright, so that makes it Zombie's turn. There isn't any.
No.
We will spawn.
That's right.
Let's go with the Rat King and 6 swarms of rats.
Again.
This guy is popular.
Yeah.
He's down there with a spawn. And
6
3 and 6.
You kill him and he just keeps popping up. Like he's been probably the most frequently
Hemorrhoid of zombies.
used.
Yeah, he's like the herpes.
And over there, we're gonna get a fatty burster. We haven't brought one of those
We do
yet.
not have a fatty burster yet.
No,
Take a
Let's
look at one
take
of
a
those.
look at the fatty
picture
burster.
one.
So there's the card. Okay. And there's the fatty burster. So you can definitely tell that he's a fatty. And it looks like he's just burst out of his clothes.
Now his big deal is he doesn't attack. If he enters your zone, he just blows up. And does 2 damage to everything in the zone. Zombies
Lovely.
included.
Yeah, all the little pustules and everything just explode and, 2 damage to anything in the zone. And that includes the zombies too as well. So he could be, he's like a double-edged sword. He's just, he's good and he's bad at the same time. On Morgenstern, he rolled to try to open the door. He successfully rolled. So he opens the door, got to do a spawn.
6 tainted walkers.
Ooh, we have not had the
And
thing
1
yet.
for the Horde.
Now, this is pretty good that at least, well, I know I've got range at least to kill them.
Usually we always constantly get these guys, but this is the first time this game we didn't get these.
Tainted Walker. So,
They're like prickling me through the bag.
ooh. Can I see one of those babies?
Yes, you sure can. You can have the Horde one. Take the
Okay.
Horde when you're finished. Here, would you like some pricklers?
Oh, he's definitely prickly. So what's the special ability with these Tainted Walkers again?
If you played Classic Zombicide, it is basically the same as the Toxics. When they die, they explode and do 2 damage to anyone in the zone.
These guys kind of remind me from one of the Resident Evil movies where the guy, he injected himself with all of the serum and he kind of turned into something that looked a lot like this.
A lot of the zombies, especially the abominations, remind me of Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Just with the spikes and the ridiculousness of some of them.
The Horde is starting to pile up here.
Yeah, it can stay there.
Hopefully. So that was my one action, so now...
You don't have anything ranged. You do not want to go in there and fight them.
No, I certainly do not.
No.
So I guess I am just going to...
Chill.
Yeah, I'm going to chill. And that
Well, I
ends.
hope that my guy can take out 6 of them.
Actually, there's no way I'm going to go... If I go in and I kill one and explodes, I'm done.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. You could go over the hedge and fight some rats. And at least Tola can come back over and help you out as well.
Yeah, that's probably...
You definitely don't want to be stuck over there without range. Like, I'm probably on my Zanzibar. I'm probably taking a couple shots and I'm out of there too.
Yeah.
I do not want to be in a zone with those guys.
That's a good point, and yeah, let me go over there and see if I can kill the Rat King or the rats there.
Alright, so that was 1 action to open the door, 2 actions to move there, and you get 4 dice. You might kill all 3 of them.
And if I roll a 6, I get an extra dice. Oh!
2 6s.
2 6s.
So you just grab 2 extra dice and roll them. So far you've got 2 hits.
Yep, so let's go, baby.
Whoa,
6.
6. So you get another dice. And it's a 1. So you got 3. There's only 3 things there, anyway.
Nice, so he killed them all.
So
Didn't need Tola's...
take your 3 XP.
Didn't need anything by Tola's help, but that's okay. He was there to back me up.
So that was only, what, 1, 2... That was only 3 actions. You still have an action left.
Actually, that's going to be 4 because where I'm in the orange, I get a +1 free melee action.
Oh, so then that was only 2 actions.
Yeah,
Because that melee action was free.
that's right.
So you have 2 actions left. You want to move 1 further away so you're not on a spawn?
Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea. Move me where Tola is. Excellent. So that ends my turn. On Zanzibar's turn, he's going to shoot. What weapon are you using, Shane?
So I'm going to use, I'm debating between the Death Gale or the Power Wave. If I use Power Wave, I only get 2 dice, but I only need to get a 4. If I use Death Gale because of Power Wave, I would get 3 dice, but I need to get 5s. So it is a debate here. And I think I'm going to go with the 2 dice and only get a 4. I think that...
Well, the 4, yeah.
And well, I don't need the 2 damage of Death Gale, so...
You're getting a 6 and a 2, just to
Yeah.
let you know.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my Spellcaster for my free spell action first. And it got 1 kill.
So one of them got... Now, one thing that separates this from like the fatty bursters is when you kill one of these, they do explode, but they don't damage any other of the same zombie in the zone.
No.
So that's kind of like a bad thing for us.
They're already tainted, right?
Yeah, true. I just thought maybe we'd get a little lucky there, but no.
Alright, so then I'm going to go with my first action. And it got none.
Ugh.
My second action gets me 2 more.
5 and a 4. 2 more out. 2 more points of experience.
Alright, so that was the free action. So I've used 2 actions.
There's 3 left.
Do I take my chances and try to get them? Or do I run away?
We get 2 actions left.
Yeah.
Take 1 more action to shoot in there and then run away.
Yeah, but if he
Yeah,
runs
actually,
away
put me
for
on
one,
the
he's
spot.
going to put him on the spawn zone. And be kind of,
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
Tola's right here.
Yeah.
I think you should.
You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go
You're
for
going to do it?
I'm going to go.
All right.
I got 2.
Nice. 5 and 6.
I have 1 more action. You know, I'm gonna try.
You gonna kill him? Try to kill him?
I'm gonna roll the dice here. And I got him.
Oh, lucky. So you cleared them out.
3. Alright, that puts me into orange. Yay. Now,
What are you gonna choose for your orange?
well, either a free magic action or Born Leader. If I take Born Leader, that gives an action to somebody else. Which I don't think we really need.
We're kind of getting close.
I honestly think we're pretty much done at this point, so I don't think either one of them is going to be very important. But I'll take Born Leader. I'll give somebody else an action. I'm a nice guy like that.
All right.
So now it's the princess's turn.
Yeah, princess turn.
She's just going to come chill over here.
Getting ready to build the trebuchet.
As soon as that X gets picked up, we can do it.
Yeah. And then right now there's what, two spawn points on the board?
Yes. So it's going to take at least 2 actions to get them. That's why I said it should be good that we pair up on it.
Yeah.
It'll just speed things up a little bit.
It's looking very promising here. All right.
So what are you going to do on Silas? Just chill?
Silas is down
chill.
here.
I'll chill with him.
All right.
Alright, so then it's Tola's turn. That's 3, he's got 1 action left. You snagging that X?
What is Zanzibar on?
What do you mean, what is he
Is
on?
he yellow or
Oh, he's orange.
he's orange?
Yeah. He don't need XP.
I don't need XP either.
Yeah. Just take it anyway.
Okay, just take it because we're getting
5
close.
XP and a spawn on red.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's gonna be? What's gonna be?
5
Dragon.
swarms of rats.
How much now?
5 swarms of
Oh,
rats.
you got him right there.
Oh, that's convenient.
Not really. Rats pretty quick.
And lucky you didn't move out into that zone.
I would have 5 swarms of rats on me.
Yeah, that would have been pretty havoc.
That wouldn't have mattered. Tola's right there. He could have killed him.
No, he's out of actions now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, now he is.
They wouldn't have been there when I did it.
So Tola finished. So I think it
It's zombies.
is Zombie's turn.
There's stuff on there.
We got all the X's, and then it is on to Wonder Woman's turn, and she built the trebuchet for 1 action, and she has 3 actions left. She shot it into a spawn down there, taking that spawn out, so there's no more spawns there. So we only have 2 spawns left on the board right now. So that was pretty darn good. Oh, and what I didn't get on camera is there was 2 swarms of rats. One on one side of the hedge.
2 massive swarms of
Yeah,
rats.
and one on the other hedge, and Morgan used a Reaper and completely killed one of the huge swarms, jumped over the hedge, and killed a couple more of the rats.
Well, not to
and
mention that weapon. Every time you get a 6, that's another dice.
Yeah,
Another hit, another
that's
hit,
right.
another hit.
And that was my war cleaver. And then Zanzibar actually wiped out the rest
The
of the
last
rats.
one. There was 1. You left me 1.
Well, I didn't want to be too greedy. So now we only have so far 2 spawns left to kill, but we have to get rid of these guys too.
Yeah.
We're on to the hero phase. Now, you can see there's only 1 spawn left. Lance's character killed that other, hybrid creature. And there's only the 1 blue spawn left. And Wonder Woman is going to use the trebuchet and shoot in there. Go ahead, Wonder Woman.
Well, that's at least more than 2 of 3
Wow.
plus. So that's a burster dead, and the blue spawn destroyed, and game 1 for us.
That's right. So, that is the end of Quest 10. That was a little hairy for a little bit of time.
Only 2 near-death experiences.
Now, what I'm shocked though is that this dragon right here never came on the board at all.
Which is strange.
He doesn't show
The
up.
feral dragon.
Yeah. There's just as many spawn cards for it, but there's a lot of cards there.
You
There's a
know,
lot of spawn cards.
that other dragon never landed for the 2nd time, so we were lucky there.
We only drew a dragon spawn twice, and once we were still in blue, so we didn't pull them out because
Yeah.
it doesn't spawn in blue.
I hope you enjoyed this game, Board Game Maniacs. It was a lot of fun. Quest 10. It's becoming very challenging. The more times we play Green Horde, there's all these little things that we're learning, and it's just creating a lot more havoc. So if you like this game, give us a thumbs up. Click on the subscribe button. You can find us on Instagram as well as Facebook, Board Game Maniacs on both. And if you have any other suggestions about the Green Horde or what quest we should play, because as you can tell, we have all of the add-ons and everything. So if you're thinking, hey, I played this quest, whatever the number is, you should try this one, and you'd like to see that in one of our battle reports, comment down below too as well and let us know, because we'll be more than happy to take that and play. And if we make any rules mistakes, as always, refer to a page number, timestamp it, and tell us what we did wrong and how to fix the problem, so we can learn and keep evolving and learning all the rules inside and out into this game. Until next time, Board Game Maniacs, you know what I'm going to say. I'm not asking these two guys because, you know, it's going to...
Be a maniac!
Oh my God! What? This is the first time. Wow. No, that's right. Have fun and be a maniac. Woo!